Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna take a look at some Weather Cup battles again here from me, first time around and most likely the last time around, because I don't really like this cup, to be honest. I'm always honest with my opinions and I don't think this cup is a very good one and I don't think I'm going to play it anymore. But still, this team worked out pretty well, even though we had a lot of hard losses in the lead. Like I nearly lost every single lead, I think. Was kind of crazy, but we always came back and we went to the next rank with this team from ace to veteran. This is already like, I don't know, 2-3 days ago, so like I hit it a little bit earlier than you see it right now, but still a very cool team. It's also very cool that we see a Kyurem here in the Go Battle League. That's also something that's kind of like you don't really see it at all, so it's kind of funny to see it. And we see the Slowbro here completely getting annihilated because our Abomasnow is not running Powder Snow, it's running Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf going to be able to destroy those water types and destroy a lot of those Pokemon that you usually wouldn't really destroy. And a lot of people running the Powder Snow version instead, and so Razor Leaf is a little bit more niche pick, as we see the opponent here staying in against our Blaziken, which makes it a little bit interesting as we can now KO the opponent's Probopass. We see the Ludicolo coming in, which kind of means that they must be weak to Blaziken in the back as well. Let's see what they're going to have. We can go for one Blaze Kick here. We can not get to another one, but we can farm this Pokemon down now with our Tentacruel. And we see their opponent's Abomasnow, I think, also with the Razor Leaf, and this will be a pretty easy win. Next opponent, we see a Charm A9, we see a Kingdra here. I hate Kingdra, like I just don't like Kingdra against me. It is just something I don't like to watch against me, because usually they always get the debuff with the Octazooka. Let's see if we get debuffed here as well. No, this time around not, but doesn't really matter. They can just farm me down because Blaziken is a very squishy boy and they are definitely going to be able to farm me down with the Dragon Breath. I will be able to now farm this thing all the way down. I don't think this is an outrage yet, and I am wrong. And we can see now that we have basically 1 HP left, and they have a hard wall to my entire team. Like there was literally nothing I can do. Like they had a perfect answer to everything that I had on my team. So yeah, like what can I really do, to be honest? So yeah, we can get Earthquake here. I go for the Acid Spray. Maybe I can farm down, but even if I would be able to farm down after this one and get some extra energy, I wouldn't be able to win this game either. I could, of course, went for the Scald and could have KO'd them immediately, but now they can go for an Earthquake and they will be able to win the match. But again, kind of hard-walled. Nothing really I can do. Speaking of hard-walled, we see a Blaziken against us. We see all the lead losses. It's insane, actually. And we see Empoleon coming in against us. Empoleon will be still fine for us as we can go for some Blaze Kicks. I actually played this team for like 3 sets and I definitely went positive with this, otherwise I wouldn't be able to go and hit the next rank, but it was not a lot of fun to play this cup, to be honest. It feels a very RPS, it feels a very kind of random, and I don't really enjoy it, to be honest, so I will stick with the normal Ultra League until Ultra League Premier Classic Cup coming back. I think this should be at least the next one, as we see a Samurott coming in here. Samurott is definitely fine for our Tentacruel. Tentacruel will be able to go for some Acid Sprays and farm this thing down, which is going to be pretty nice, as we can resist every move from them. And we can just go ahead, go for more Poison Jabs and farm this thing all the way down. They go for one Hydrocan here, fine for us. We can go for another Acid Spray. We will get this thing even lower. They are not shielding it up. We can farm all the way down, and now we see the Blaziken coming in. And they cannot do anything against us. We just go for a charge move here and we can now easily farm down, and they even let the move go through. So good game there. As we see the next opponent, we see the Kingdra in the lead again. I hate Kingdra, but we can stay in here for a little bit. That's kind of fine. We can go for one charge move and then swap maybe. We sadly don't get there in time. Do they already get to the Outrage? They don't. I don't know the counts. And of course they debuff us. And of course they can still get to another move here. That's like how Kingdra works, I guess. If they didn't debuff me the first time, I would have been fine as well, but it is okay. We see the Talonflame coming in. I should be able to bait them though, and then go for my charge move as far as I know. Let's see if we can go for the Brave Bird. We can still go for the Brave Bird here. We win CMP against the Talonflame, and we will get both of their shields, which is amazing, as they go ahead and go for one Flame Charge here. They actually are not Chartreuse, very smart of like on their part, as they now can go for one Brave Bird. I'm going to try to catch it and throw my charge move, but I guess I lose CMP against it. I'm not sure, or like I perfectly swapped there in a way that I didn't really want to swap. But like this, they can go for another Brave Bird. We are at red health now, and we are going to lose here because we get hard-rolled by the Sandslash anyway. Yeah, hooray. We see another Kingdra. I don't really like it. We see an Empoleon coming in here, which is also fine as we can now go ahead, shield this move up, going to be the Drill Peck, and we should be able to farm down with our Blaziken now, which will do some nice damage here. And we can go for one Brave Bird against the incoming Kingdra, but because it's super likely that they're going to shield anyway, I'm going to bait here because I think I can get to 2 moves anyway. Turns out that, of course, they're going to risk it all for the bait there. I don't know why they not shielded. It was obviously could have been a Brave Bird, but I guess they're just better than me. And we can go for one Weather Ball now, but it's not looking too good, to be honest. And let's see what they're going to have in the back now. We can shield actually, as we have still our other boy in the back there, our Tentacruel, and we actually hardwall one opponent now. And this is basically the story of this cup. Either you get hardwalled or you hardwall. Let me know in the comment section how you are feeling about this cup. I really don't like it. I see a lot of people on Twitter don't really liking it. I think this cup is pretty much stupid. Like, honestly, it just doesn't make sense. And I don't know, maybe you have like your secret team that destroys them all. You can always send in some battles with a link below. Like, you can always send some battles in for me to commentate and shoutcast them. But here we see an Empoleon coming in against us. We can go ahead, go for a Blaze Kick, gonna get the first shield, and we see them going for a charge move, which is amazing for us, as now we don't really have to be fearing those charge moves as much against the Abomasnow. But let's see if they can still get to 1. They cannot. And now we have a shield advantage. We see their opponent's Tentacruel coming in, and we can go ahead and go for one Energy Ball. But it's still a little bit awkward as they go ahead, go for one Acid Spray, and we are very low already. And we can swap out now at least to clear potential later debuff, but we see now their opponent's Abomasnow, but this looks actually pretty fine for us. We can just go ahead, go for one Acid Spray. We should be able to farm them all the way down. We still have 2 shields left, they have 0 shields left, and we should be able to easily win this game now as they are going to surrender. Next opponent, we're going to see a Tentacruel in the lead. Now we're getting hardwalled again. Just like, I don't know. Tentacruel in the lead in general, going to be horrible. You don't really have anything for this Pokemon, to be fair. And yeah, they go straight for Scald. And I think I can just, at this point, just surrender, to be honest. Usually I shield the first move, but then I get baited by Acid Spray, and I was like, yeah, okay, no. So we're gonna go into the next one, and we get a Ninetales. Kinda horrible lead. We see a Jellicent coming in here. Very nice for us, as we can go for one Brave Bird, which is still not very good for us, to be honest. But at least we're going to get the shield here, and we're also going to get rid of one answer for our Tentacruel in the back, which is going to be nice. As we see the Shadow Ball coming through, we can go into our Razor Leaf version of Abomasnow. We will be able to farm this thing all the way down. I shouldn't shield here, but I shield here. Good thing that I shield the Bubble Beam. That's exactly what I wanted, and I don't actually know in like retrospective why I even shielded there. Doesn't really make too much sense, but yeah, happens. We can go ahead and keep one Energy Ball, and we can see that they have a Kingdra in the back. But this doesn't look too good either, as we can now go for one Charge move, and I bet they're going to debuff us anyway. Let's see if they can do this, or if they go for the Outrage. We will see here now, as we can go for one shield. It's going to be an Outrage, which might be better for me. We can go ahead and try to go for an Acid Spray now. We should be able to farm them down in time. We should be able to get to another move here in time. Let's see what we can do. We can go for one more Acid Spray now against this incoming Ninetales. It's going to do some pretty neutral damage, to be honest, and I can swap into my Abomasnow and screw the game with this move here, as I could have just stayed in, went for the Razor Leaf down, and I would have been way better off, but still I'm going to be able to win the game, even though I definitely didn't deserve it with the plays I did there. We see an Empoleon lead that's pretty neutral. At least we don't get hardwalled immediately, and we see a Gyarados coming in as they go straight for a move, which kind of tells me it's an Awkward Tail, to be honest, and it was an Awkward Tail. We can go ahead, go for one Weather Ball here, trying to KO this Pokemon, getting the first shield from them, and we should be able to realign if we shield once, which is going to be pretty awesome for this team. As long as they don't have a Swampert in the back, we should be fine here. Let's see what they're going to do. They go back into their Empoleon. I have to stay in here anyway, because I have to keep this matchup against, like, I have to keep my Blaziken against this matchup here, because we, of course, have a Tentacruel in the back that doesn't really want to face this Pokemon, and we see another Kingdra coming in, having also the purified version of this Pokemon here. We can go ahead, go for one Acid Spray. They should just go straight for the, it's called outrage here, to be honest, and it's going to be an outrage. They will not KO us, but they can farm us down, and it would have been way better for us if they would have KO'd us, as we would have been able to go for a counter, which is a little bit more of a strong move compared to the acid spray here. They will be able to get to another move, and never mind, they are not, and we can go for one Blaze Kick now, and we will be able to destroy this little penguin and winning us the game here again. But yeah, RPS is RPS. It's just, I don't know, I don't like it. We see no Abomasnow here. What moves do they have? They have Powder Snow, so we're going to swap out here. We have at least 2 Pokemon in the back that can deal with the Abomasnow, as we can go for one Blaze Kick here, getting the shield from the Empoleon. And they're going to have not the best time here, as they're already really low. I should most likely no shield against this penguin with my own Abomasnow. I hope I do. Please do. Please don't shield. Thank you. And we can now go ahead and hopefully get to another Weather Ball against them. Actually, I think that was a CMP tie, kinda-ish. And we're going to get this thing low. We're going to let this move go through, and we can farm this thing down. Let's see if we can win this match up with a 1 shield advantage against whatever they have in the back. We can let this move go through, and it's going to be a Kingdra, and they're most likely going to be able to farm us down in time, because that's how Kingdra works. Let's see, I think I will be fine though if I don't get debuffed by the Octazooka here. Let's see if we can not get debuffed from the Octazooka. Of course, I'm not surprised, to be honest. Like Illyria, I hate coming up against Kingdra, I hate coming up against Superior with the other move there, Leaf Tornado. It's just so annoying. We can still farm this thing down, we can go for one Scald here against the Abomasnow, and we are still going to be able to win the game. But yeah, that was again a little bit awkward, as we lost the lead again, and we see another Kingdra. Kingdra are going to be able, of course, to go for some Dragon Breath, and we can go for some Weather Balls at the same time, and we will be able to do some pretty nice damage against this Pokemon. We have him at the same health as we are. We're going to shield this move up as well, and I guess I would swap out now. I swap out now, and they swap out into their Ninetales. Of course, I would have loved to have my Tentacruel against this Pokemon, but it is fine. We can go for one Blaze Kick, and I can shield and farm it all the way down, so they're mostly going to run Dazzling Gleam if they have the Powder Snow version, and they do run Dazzling Gleam. So now we have one Brave Bird basically stored for the next Pokemon coming in. It's going to be a Kingdra. I can actually go for one Blaze Kick here, I think, and I should be fine. Hopefully can farm this thing down here, and I will be able, oh, actually can go for another move here, and I will be able to align my Tentacruel against whatever they have in the back. Let's see what's going to be. They go for another charge move here. We can go into our Tentacruel, and we will be able to do some pretty decent damage against the Cordilli coming in here, and we can go ahead, go for one Acid Spray here. I'm going to try to catch the move, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. As we can see here, I clicked on the move, but they throw immediately, and we see that the Grass Knot does some pretty hefty damage, and they can actually try to KO us again. Let's see what's going to happen. They're actually going to KO us. Can we farm them down in time? We can, and we will be able to win the final game here. And as you can see, we can climb up to the next rank, and this is going to be it for the video. Thanks all for watching. I don't want to play this cup anymore, and I will play more Ultra League now. Bye!